Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Cougar Sports Network. Sorry about the little black screen there. We had some technical difficulties real quick, but we're ready for softball doubleheader here today as Cerritos in town to take on College of the Canyons here from Whitten Field in Santa Clarita. I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you along with us as always. College of the Canyons right now 13-2 on the year. It's been a little bit of a struggle as of late, but the Cougars trying to turn things around. And hopefully try and pick up a couple of wins today against a very good Cerritos squad who comes into the season at 19-6 and 12-3 in their conference play. A little non-conference action here today between these two. Cerritos has been outstanding so far this season and coming in on a two-game winning streak, and they've won 5 of their last 6. Their only loss being to Cyprus on March 22nd, who we actually saw here at Whitten Field a few weeks back. Take a look at the lineup for Citrus today, and Cody Murray, the head coach for the Falcons. Marley Cortez will lead things off and play third base. Then Ayana Cardenas will play shortstop. Morgan Fontella in the 3-hole playing center field. Vicky Nahara is the catcher today, and she will bat cleanup. Then Bree Zarate, or get that right. Bree Zarate is in the 5 spot. Then Carissa Amaya. Val Vasquez in the 7 spot. Savannah Gonzalez in the 8 spot. And Amari Encarnacion batting 9th with Taya Cortez as the flex. Canyons will send Akana Gonzalez to the bump today, as Gonzalez, who has kind of turned into the de facto #1. She pitched against Bakersfield on the 27th in a Canyons 5-2 win. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, with a 4 strikeout performance in that one for the victory for College of the Canyons. So we'll step aside for a moment for the national anthem and come right back. So welcome back in here to Whitten Field, excuse me, as we get ready for softball. College of the Canyons and Cerritos here on this Saturday. Doubleheader day today between these two squads. We'll play at 12. So just a couple of moments from now, first pitch. And then again at 2:30 is the scheduled start time. So nearly ready to go. Just I saw the field umpire actually sprint out, so waiting on him to come back. Canyons head coach Sean Wismath, 3-3 in conference play so far this year. They're 7-5 at home, compared to 6-6 on the road. 3-3 in conference play, trying to turn things around here late in the season. As we said, won their last game against Bakersfield on the 27th, won that one 5-2. They've actually won their last two as they beat LA Valley 12-4 in 5 innings on the 25th. Before that, they had lost 7 of their last 8, with their only win coming against Glendale. They lost a doubleheader to Orange Coast here at Whitten Field. Then they lost their first 2 conference games against Antelope Valley and LA Mission. So behind the first 3 conference games, actually lost to Cerritos as well. So behind the 8 ball in terms of conference play, but trying to turn things around. So we are ready to go. Marley Cortez will lead things off. Hitting .422 this season with 35 hits and 83 at-bats. She's 28th in the state in hits. She's on 101 plate appearances this year. Her on-base percentage is .525 this season. Her 14 walks are 24th most in the state. On top of that, she's got 21 RBIs, and right now riding a 4-game hitting streak. So she'll step in to face Akane Gonzalez. Then the wind picks up. First pitch from Gonzalez. In there for a called strike. Gonzalez 7-4 on the year with a 2.95 ERA. This is her 12th start of the season. She's gone 80 2/3 innings so far this year. 21 walks and 32 strikeouts to her record. This one fouled away off to the left. It's 0-2. First pitch a little earlier than noon, 11:57 here in the morning on a Saturday. This game 1 of a doubleheader between Canyons and Cerritos here from Whitten Field. 0-2 offering. Change-up misses up in the zone. This ball hit down the left field line, foul, so we'll come back and do it again. Defensively for Canyons today, Janice Jimenez at first, Skylar Vanoli at second, Brooke Petretti at short, Alexia Mejia, the third baseman, Yahali Gonzalez in left, Krista Vierik in center, and Grace Diaz in right with Leanne Lopez behind the dish. Working along with Gonzalez as the battery here in this game, number 1 of a 2-game set. Temperature not very warm today here in Santa Clarita. It's been kind of cold the last few days. 62 degrees at first pitch. Like an issue maybe with the pitch calls, pitch signals here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lopez is out to talk to Gonzalez. This ball again hit down the left field line, foul, and that's going to get off the fence before Yahali Gonzalez or any of the Cougars could get there. This ball hit in the air towards left. Yahali Gonzalez roaming out there will make the catch. So 1 away here in the first inning. Cortez flies out to left to start the game off. Yana Cardenas will step in now. 254 hitter on the season. 17 for 67 so far this year. No hits over her last 3, so 0 for her last 6 with 3 walks, an RBI, and a run scored. Trying to break out of a little mini slump over 3 games. Gonzalez is pitching there for a strike. This ball popped up in foul territory, out of play off to the right. Canyons in the pinstripe whites today. Cerritos in the dark navy blues with gray pants. Good pitch from Gonzalez as she sets down Cardenas on strikes. 2 down here in the first. Morgan Fontella stepping in. 278 on the season. A .403 slugging percentage. 20 hits and 72 at-bats with 6 doubles and a home run. 15 runs batted in. Takes that pitch down and away. That one misses down and away. Gonzalez trying to find the lower portion of the zone. Pitch in there for a strike on the outer half. Fontella's 6 multi-hit games this season. Against Rio Hondo on the 27th was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. That was the last time out. Fouls this one back into the screen, and Akana Gonzalez back in the count at 2-2. That one misses just away. So a 3-2 count here. Fontella this season just 6 walks to go with 9 strikeouts at the plate. She lifts this one out of play down the left field line. This ball popped up in the circle. Gonzalez calls for it, will make the catch. So 1-2-3 start for Akana Gonzalez. As she sets down Cerritos in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Half inning in the books. Canyons coming to the plate. The lineup for the Cougars. And John Wismath looks like this today. Holly Gonzalez will lead things off, followed by Brooke Petretti, and then Janice Jimenez in the 3 spot. Krista Vierak will bat cleanup today. And Grace Diaz in the 5 spot. Alexia Mejia here in the 6 spot. Isabel Mena, the DP, in the 7 spot. Akana Gonzalez, the pitcher, getting a chance to hit in the 8 spot today. And Skylar Vanole batting 9th and playing second base. Defensively for Cerritos today, Vasquez at first and Encarnacion at second. Cardenas at short, Cortez at third. Amaya in left, Fontella in center, and Gonzalez in right field today. With Najera behind the plate. Holly Gonzalez will start things off here for Canyons. .316 this season off the left-hand side with 19 walks. Just 8 strikeouts. She's 34th in the, she's 5th in the state in walks this season with those 19. 5 times this season she's walked 2 or more times in a ball game. She faces Tatiana Cortez. Cortez this season, 12-6 on the year with a .232 ERA. This is their 23rd start of the season. She has pretty much been the everyday starter in the circle for Cerritos. 129 2/3 innings pitched. She's given up 112 hits, 31 walks to go with 148 strikeouts. She is the high punch-out lady in the state this season. Only pitched an inning against Rio Hondo. Didn't give up a run or a hit. Struck out 3. She's had big strikeout games a few times this season. Started the season off with a 9 strikeout performance against Chafee over 7 innings. Gonzalez fouls this into the screen to keep it at 2-2. Cortez really, when you look at it, one of the top pitchers in the state. Innings pitched 3rd in the state. Complete games 13, that's 9th most in the state. She does have a save to her record as well. 2nd in the state in starts. 4th in the state in appearances. Her ERA is 28th best. And she does what she does best and sits down Gonzalez on strikes, 1 away. Cortez's first pitch to Petretti misses down and inside. Brooke hitting out of the 2 spot today. .317 on the year. With 6 doubles, 4 triples, and a home run to go along with 23 runs batted in. There's 3 walks and 8 strikeouts so far in the season. That one in for a strike. Petretti had a 7-game hit streak to start the season this year. It's cooled off a little bit of late. It's 3 for 4 against LA Valley in that big win for Canyons the other day here at home. This one fouled into the screen. So it'll get the count to 3-2. For Canyons, when you look facing Cortez here, it's not as though she hasn't been touched up at times this season. Moorpark got to her for 5 earned runs on just 5 hits in the ballgame. Cypress got to her for 8 hits and 4 runs. But those are rare. She's very tough to fight with. Multiple times this season, 2 runs or less. Went 7 complete, gave up 4 hits and 9 strikeouts against LA Harbor on the 25th. Again, is a Cortez 3-2, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start for Cortez. So a strikeout of Gonzalez, a strikeout of Petretti. She'll face Janice Jimenez now. Jimenez, the most consistent hitter for Canyons this season, batting .434, the .789 slugging, and a .517 on-base percentage. Those are all top 50 in the state. 33 hits, 9 doubles, 6 triples, 2 home runs, and 26 runs batted in. And only 4 strikeouts to her credit on the season to go along with 13 walks. Jimenez had an 8-game hit streak to start the year, and it's just stayed relatively consistent as the season has gone on. Hasn't had many dips in her offensive production. And again, a very tough batter to strike out, although if anybody's going to do it, it's the top strikeout pitcher in the state right now in Cortez. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Janice Jimenez. Jimenez 60 total bases so far this season, is 16th most in the state. Her 29 runs is 9th in the 3C2A as well. Second in the state in triples with those 6 triples. Only 89 plate appearances for her this year, 33 for 76. In terms of at-bats, she fouls this one straight back to the screen off a pole. It'll make the count 2-2. Cortez is 2-2. Little spinner misses outside. It'll take the count to full. Cortez has been deep in counts with all 3 hitters, but has so far punched out 2 of the 3. Trying to make it a strike out the side type of inning. Jimenez right on it, fouls it away again. Ball 4 as that one just misses outside. So the first runner of the ball game is Jimenez walks for the 14th time this season. Krista Vierak, who didn't start the season with the team, missed the first few games, but since hitting .358 so far in the year, has worked herself into the starting lineup on a regular basis here. A .453 slugging percentage. 19 hits and 53 at-bats with 3 doubles and a triple. Canyons does like to run a lot when you look at the numbers for Canyons. Second most steals in the state this year with 95. They're 95 for 104. I don't think they'll run with Jimenez, but John Wismath has done stranger things to try and get the offense started as Vierak swings and misses. For Cerritos this season, opponents are 15 of 18 against them. Stolen bases. Vierak fouls this one off to the left, out of play. So behind in the count, 1-2. Krista, a 2 for 4 day against Bakersfield on the 27th. That was a big win for Canyons in conference play. Up on the road against Bakersfield. Jimenez in motion. This one hit on the ground towards second. Scooped up by Encarnacion. And that'll end the inning. So 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a ground ball. And that's how we end the first. No runs, no hits. 1 left on. Full inning in the books. Canyons, Cerritos, game number 1. No score.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Nahara. Excuse me, Nahara, Zarate, and Amaya, the scheduled hitters. For Cerritos to face Gonzalez in this second inning. Picking Nahara this season, .310 hitter. 7 doubles, a triple, and 15 runs batted in. Takes a called strike from Gonzalez. Connie set the side down in order in the first. We'll need that type of performance from Gonzalez today, considering how good Cortez has been this season. And we've seen Gonzalez have that ability. Most notably, she dueled Haley Tucker, who's one of the best pitchers in the state as well for Cypress. Back on February 18th, that was a game that went 10 innings. Canyons just came out on the wrong side. The offense couldn't come through late in a ball game. Had a couple of opportunities with runners in scoring position, notably the 8th inning, and couldn't drive anybody in with 2, 3, and 4 all at the plate. That one in for a strike makes it 2-2. So we've seen that from the freshman in Akane Gonzalez. Can certainly duel with the best of them. And only getting better as the confidence shoots up here as the season continues on. 1-2 off speed pitch just fouled away. The hitter gets just enough. This ball hit in the air towards right, drifting back. Grace Diaz will make the catch. Hit well by Nahara, but Diaz in good position defensively. One away. Here's Brizarate. 347 on the year. 4 doubles and 4 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Snapped a 3-game hitting streak against Rio Hondo on the 27th. Her 4 home runs are 18th most in the state so far this year, so in the top 50. She is susceptible to the strikeout, though, with 18 of them. Just 9 walks, so twice as many strikeouts as walks this season. At a 13-game hitting streak to start the year. It's 20 for 40 with 4 home runs. So hasn't had a home run since she snapped that streak. This one fouled away. So it's been 12 games without a home run for her. She was red hot during those first 13, though. 3 doubles, 16 runs batted in. This one popped in the air in shallow right field. Diaz diving, can't come up with it. So it's a looping single for Cerritos. First hit of the ball game. First base runner for Cerritos. And Chris Amaya will come to the plate. Take a look for Cerritos as the run game. 37 for 43 this year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them try and take advantage of Canyons, who has yet to throw a base runner out this season. Been a struggle for the Canyons catchers in Lopez and at times Paige Pecor. Amaya 320 this season. No hits over her last 3. Does have 3 walks and 3 runs, though. Takes a called strike at the letters. Amaya just 1 extra base hit this season. It's a triple. Back on the 3rd of March against Rio Hondo. Game she went 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs as well. Runner in motion.
Yeah, hey, she's out. She's in front of the plate. She interfered. Dude, that was interference on the fucking batter.
Have a stolen base here. Waiting to see what the umpire might call. Amaya was trying to bunt as Zarate was in motion.
She's standing in front of the home plate. She's not in the batter's box anymore. He's the runner.
So a 2-2 lifted in the air towards Diaz and right. She'll make the catch. 2 down. So a couple of flyouts.
Throw the ball at her.
Right, hit her in the head.
No, hit him in the head.
Yeah.
And that would be interference.
Absolutely. Yeah, because what she did was she had to go around her because she was standing in front of the plate. You're out of the batter's box, you should be out. She interfered with the play.
Here's Val Vasquez. .284 on the year for Vasquez. Lifts this one in the air towards right center field. Varick drifting over will make the catch. So a single and 3 flyouts. Cerritos leaves 1 on. 1.5 in the books, no score. Canyons coming up. play is made down the right field line, and that'll finish out the inning. As the first baseman Vasquez comes away with it. So 2 in the books here, no score. Canyons and Cerritos, each team with a hit. We go to the third here from Whitten Field.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Gonzalez, Encarnacion, and Cortez to face Connie Gonzalez here in the third for Cerritos. Savannah Gonzalez will step in, hitting 190 on the year. Hits and 58 at bats with a couple of doubles. That one in for a strike from Gonzalez. Each team with a hit in the ball game so far. Both coming by the 5-hitter. The second inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Savannah Gonzalez. Connie Gonzalez's delivery is fouled away. We'll bring it to a 1-2 count. Savannah 0 for her last 8 with 4 strikeouts. This one hit sharply past the second baseman, Vanoli, out into right center field. So Savannah Gonzalez with a leadoff single. For Gonzalez, just her 12th hit of the year. But a base runner aboard here for Cerritos. That'll bring out Kennedy Sorensen to talk to Akane Gonzalez here. I allowed Cody Murray to get a chance to talk to Maria Encarnacion as well. Cody and Bud, long ties here to the Santa Clarita Valley, actually. Cody, a Hart High graduate. Bud was the assistant coach for Cerritos, was actually the Hart High School baseball head coach for a time. Runner in motion here. Throw down to second is going to be in time to cut down Savannah Gonzalez. First time this season Leonia Lopez has thrown anybody out. So 1 away. So 1 down here. So we restart again. Maria Encarnacion, 302 hitter this season. 13 for 43 with a double. 10 runs batted in. 15 walks, which is 19th most in the state through this portion of the season. About 2/3 of the way through the year, coming down to the wire now. For Cerritos, already 15 conference games. They play a lot of conference games. For today, Compton, Pasadena, Fullerton, Rio Hondo, Long Beach, and Bakersfield through the 12th of April. They'll take on Mount San Antonio College, which should be a prime matchup on the 15th on the road. Then they've got El Camino on the 17th, Orange Coast on the 19th, Compton on the 21st, and they finish out the year with East Los Angeles on April 22nd. There's a late strike call to make it 3-2. The Falcons this year, it's not as though the offense has struggled, hitting .302, which is 29th in the state. 146 runs for. But it's not like at times the offense hasn't had to do much with the ability from Tatiana Cortez. You look over the last 6 games, the pitching staff has done a phenomenal job. Their last 2 wins, both shutouts, 12-0 over Rio Hondo and 4-0 over LA Harbor. So they haven't allowed a run in 15 innings now, or 14 innings now to this point. This ball popped up down the left field line, excuse me. That'll bounce away from Yahali Gonzalez, headed towards second base. Is in Encarnacion, and she'll have a double here with 1 away. On a ball that kicked out towards foul territory, just a spinner. And now Marley Cortez will come to the plate. So a couple of hits in the inning here for Cerritos. This ball fouled down the left field line. Their loss to Cypress, they got shut out 2-0 on the offensive side. But then put up 8 against East LA, 3 against El Camino, and 2 against Mount San Antonio. And in those games, they only allowed 5 total runs. Five shutouts to their credit this season as well, which is 14th most in the state. So with the ability for both these pitchers today, could expect a very low-scoring affair. Runs at a premium here with another runner in scoring position. This ball hit in the air towards left, and again, Yahali Gonzalez not going to get there. And that'll put runners on the corners here. So another little looping single down the left field line for Marley Cortez this time. Now brings it to Cardenas, excuse me. Yana Cardenas struck out in her first at bat. Double play in order potentially for Canyons, although they've only turned 3 of them so far this year. Field up the middle, staying back in double play depth. We'll see if Cortez gets the go-ahead to run. She's not attempted a stolen base this year. And again, a Cerritos team that doesn't run a lot. That one in there for a strike. Runners on the corners and 1 away. 3 hits in the inning so far, but Savannah Gonzalez was caught stealing. Now the infield comes in here. This one chopped up the middle. Petretti knocked it down. She's not going to be able to get an out. And the Falcons have the first run of the ball game. On an RBI infield single from Cardenas. On a tough play with the infield in. For Brooke Petretti to be able to make. And now Morgan Fontella stepping in. First pitch to Fontella in for a strike. Cardenas didn't hit it hard, and give Petretti credit, she knocked it down, and that probably actually saves Cortez from going to third, which may be important as the inning and the game continue on. This one fouled off to the right. But just not much for her to be able to do. It was hit just hard enough to chop up the middle, especially with her playing in. The middle infield been at double play depth, or normal depth. Potentially a play at first, although I think that still would have been a very tough play for Petretti to even pick an out up on. 0-2 misses from Gonzalez. This ball chopped foul up the third base line. This ball lifted in the air towards center field. Vierick drifting back will make the catch. So a hard hit ball, but Vierick with a good read on it. It holds the runners in place. As Cortez was moving off the bag, thinking it might get over Vierick's head. Instead had to drift back. Here's Nahara back to the plate. Flew out to right field in her first at bat. This ball hit in the air towards right. Gonna be a tough run. Diaz diving makes the play. So Grace Diaz saves a couple of runs. Cerritos does get one though. Off an RBI base hit from Cardenas to bring home Encarnacion. Home half of the third upcoming. 1-0 in favor of Cerritos. Home half of the third, Skylar Vanole will lead things off, followed by Holly Gonzalez and Brooke Petretti. Vanole this season hitting .282. The .449 slugging percentage, 7 doubles and 3 triples. Another one of the Cougars that was on a hot streak to start the season with 7 straight games with a hit. It's cooled off a little bit. Started the season really as the 2-hitter in the lineup. And has moved all the way down to the 9 spot. It's John Wismath looking to move things around a little bit. Good changeup, off-speed pitch that time. Benole wanted to offer, but was going to be way out in front, decided to hold up, but it was right at the knees. Beautiful pitch from Tatiana Cortez. And now a 1-2. Benole down on strikes. So one away. Back to the top of the order we go. Yahali Gonzalez, who struck out in her first at bat. It's the 9th time this season Gonzalez has struck out. This one hit in the air, down the line and left. It'll be in fair territory and playable for Amaya, who makes the catch 2 down. So 2 away, Brooke Petretti to the plate. First pitch swinging for Petretti, fouls it down the right field line. Got 1 run so far. The last half inning. Looking like all Cortez may need. It's outside of the walk to Jimenez and the base hit from Diaz. Canyons really hasn't squared anything up. This ball lifted in the air towards deep left center field, but playable near the colliding where Amayas and Fontella. But they'll make the play, and that'll end the inning as Amaya comes up with it. 3 up, 3 down. 3 full in the books. 1-0 in favor of Cerritos.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Top half of the 4th. Cerritos with a 1-0 lead. Zarate, Amaya, and Vasquez, the scheduled hitters. Zarate, first hit of the ball game back in the second inning. One of 5 Falcon hits so far in the game. This ball hit in the air, down the line and right. Diaz drifting over will make the catch in foul territory. So 1 down. Carissa Amaya coming to the plate. Amaya flew out to right in her first at-bat. Good pitch. Right into the hands of the right-hander Amaya for a strike. Talk about that a lot in softball if you've joined us here on the Cougar Sports Network before. Especially to right-handed hitters from right-handed pitchers. That's the spot that's the toughest to hit. Vanoli drifting back on a leaping fly ball will make the play. So 2 down. Val Vasquez coming to the plate now, who's 0 for 1, flew out to center field. Pitch under the hands to a right-handed hitter from a right-handed batter is, you can nail that. Right on the string is seen in some of the pitching practice. Right underneath that elbow, under the letters, it's a tough pitch to hit, especially coming from down low. Nail that can be really tough to find hits against. That one misses down and away. 2 balls, no strikes to count here to Vasquez. Gonzalez well behind here. Vasquez, 3 home runs on the season. 30th most in the state, has plenty of pop. A pitch right into the hands on the inside corner for a strike. Another one in there for a strike right on the inside corner, this time at the knees. And the count full. Vasquez, her last home run actually came against Mount Sac. It's 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in. This one chopped on the ground towards Vanoli at second. Charging, fires, but it's off the glove of Jimenez. So Vasquez running hard. Scored an error on Jimenez, despite the tight throw. So a 2-out base runner on an error, first error of the ball game. Savannah Gonzalez, who started things off in the 3rd inning with a single, was eventually caught stealing, but that was what Cerritos needed to get going in that 3rd inning and put up a run. Stands in here for Gonzalez. Just her 12th hit of the year. Snaps an 0 for 8 streak where she had 4 strikeouts. Swings and misses. Good pitch on the outer half. Gonzalez looking for the punch out. Just 1 so far in the ball game today. Trying for that off-speed pitch on the outside again. This ball lifted in the air towards center field. Vierick drifts back, then comes in, makes the catch. So an error does not hurt Canyons here in the 4th inning. Home half of the 4th coming up. 1-0 Cerritos.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Jimenez, Vierick, and Diaz. For Canyons in this 4th inning. Jimenez walked in the first base runner of the ball game. This ball lifted in the air on the infield, playable for Encarnacion. One away, Krista Vierick coming in. Been rough sledding for Canyons offensively today against very good Tatiana Cortez. Vierick, first pitch swinging, lifts it in the air. Shallow center field. Running in and making a basket catch was Fontella. 2 down on 2 pitches. Here's Grace Diaz, the only Canyons hit in the ball game so far. Came back in the 2nd inning, fouls the first pitch to the screen. Diaz makes it back-to-back games with at least a hit. She was 1 for 3 against Bakersfield with an RBI. And a nice 5-2 road victory for Canyons. Trying to get something going with 2 outs here in the 4th. This time not on the Cougars' side in this game 1 of a doubleheader, trailing 1-0. Cortez has only faced 2 over the minimum so far. Walked Jimenez in the first. Gave up a single to Diaz in the second. Since has retired 8 in a row. That one in for a strike. Diaz, a phenomenal play a couple innings ago in right field. This one hit out in the air towards center field, charging in and making the catch is Fontella as it hangs up just high enough for her. So Diaz has hit the ball hard twice today. Had a single to left center field, that time taken away, a hit by Fontella. 9 in a row retired for Cortez. 4 full in the books, 1-0 in favor of Cerritos.
Sir, how are you? Yeah, not bad.
So Encarnacion, Cortez, and Cardenas, the scheduled hitters. Here in the Cerritos 5th. Gonzalez's only blemish. Encarnacion run after she doubled in the 3rd. Came around to score after a Cardenas hit. One ball, one strike, the count here to Encarnacion. That one misses just up and away. So now Gonzalez way behind here. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Encarnacion. Marie, that double back in the 3rd was just her 2nd extra base hit of the season. She walks for the 16th time, and the leadoff runner aboard here for Marley Cortez. Gonzalez, 5 of the last 6 have been out of the zone. Cortez a single and a fly ball to left field. Encarnacion this season, 7 for 8 on the bases. One of the few base runners for Cerritos that gets the opportunity to attack on the regular. One ball, one strike to count here to Cortez. Not sure they'll do it with Cortez at the plate. She'll lift this one in the air to left. Gonzalez makes the play, trying to double off the runner at first. The ball gets away from Jimenez, and Encarnacion just decides to dive back. A little bit of an awkward play. So Gonzalez makes the catch to set down Cortez. Cardenas coming to the plate is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. pitch from Akane Gonzalez. Yannick Cardenas snapping an 0 for 6 slump with that single back in the third, an 0 for 7 actually, we should say, with that single back in the third. Runner in motion, and another stolen base here. And again, we see the base running troubles for Canyons. 2 stolen bases allowed in the ballgame. They did throw 1 runner out. And Savannah Gonzalez, who before she was thrown out back in the third inning, was 11 for 11 on the bases. That was the first runner Canyons has thrown out all season long. So this ball lifted in the air towards center. Barrick has played a solid center field. Today will make the catch. Two down for Fontella. Popped up to the pitcher and popped up to center field. Pops this one up. Playable for Jimenez, who will run in and make a basket catch. Made that one look a little tougher than it needed to be, but makes the catch nonetheless. A leadoff walk, a stolen base, and nothing else for Cerritos in the 5th. Well, half of the 5th upcoming, still 1-0. Mejia, Mena, and Akane Gonzalez for Canyons. In their half of the 5th, Cortez has retired 9 in a row. And 12 of 14 in the ballgame. Just 2 over the minimum so far. Mejia turned on that one, nearly put it into the parking lot. Behind us to the left. Mejia, sacrifice hit. Or sacrifice bunt, we should say, in the 2nd inning. Good off-speed pitch from Cortez. Had Mejia way out in front. And she's down on strikes as she tips it into the glove of Naheda. One away for Isabel Mena. Mena really her first opportunity since a 2-for-3 game against Citrus on the 6th. Able to check her swing on an off-speed pitch as Cortez trying to get her to lean out in front of it. Cortez that time comes with heat and just missed. Looked good from back here off to the right of home plate. So hitters count here for Mena, 2-0, looking one spot. Cortez delivers under the hands for a strike. Still a good spot for Mena here with a 2-1 count. As Cortez doesn't want to give in to her too much. This one popped up, foul ground. It'll get out of play. So now we're at a 2-2 count here. Good pitch from Cortez, gets Mena to chase. Back-to-back strikeouts. 11 in a row set down. Here's Akana Gonzalez. 0 for 1 popped out to first base. Cortez looking like one of those days. She's not going to give up anything for Cortez this season. 13 complete games, like we said early on. Wouldn't be shocked to have her go the full amount. This one popped up, playable on the infield. Encarnacion there for the catch. 12 in a row retired for Tatiana Cortez. Cerritos still with a 1-0 lead as we go to the 6th. Hera Sanate and Amaya, the scheduled hitters. Against Akana Gonzalez here in the 6th inning. Cerritos still with a 1-0 lead. Their only run coming back in the 3rd. Credit to Akana Gonzalez dueling here today with Cardenas. Or excuse me, with Cortez. That's with 6 strikeouts in the ball game so far. This ball popped up, foul territory, first base side. Jimenez over, just can't come away with it. So new life here for Nahida. Ball popped up, foul territory again. This one going to get actually into the Cerritos dugout. Manny Lopez almost went running into the dugout. I know she got a giggle out of her.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to find the fence.
I think she actually ran into somebody searching for the fence. So again, 2-2 here. Called strike 3 to set down Nahida. Third strikeout for Gonzalez. Scratch that second strikeout for Gonzalez. One away, Breeze Zarate coming to the plate. Singled and flew to center, or flew to right, excuse me. I just read the notes on the sheet, then I get that right. 4 in a row retired for Gonzalez. 7 of the last 9. Outside the third inning, Gonzalez has been good. Zarate, the only hit if you scratch away that third inning. One of just 3 base runners. Outside of that third inning where we saw 4 players for Cerritos reach base. Grace Diaz in foul territory. Sets down Zarate. So 2 down, Chris Amaya. Pop to right, pop to second. A 1 pitch misses away. Good 1-2 pitch on the inner half. Or 1-1 pitch, excuse me, on the inner half. So we'll have a 1-2 offering here from Gonzalez. This one hit on the ground towards short. Petretti scoops on 2 hops, fires to first. A 1-2-3 inning, 6 in a row retired for Connor Gonzalez. Home half of the 6th upcoming. Canyons will send Vanoli, then the top of the order, to the plate to face Cortez, trailing 1. But only Gonzalez Petretti to face Tatiana Cortez. He's retired 12 in a row with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. But only one of those 6 pops it up on the first pitch trying to bunt. And Cortez fielding her position well, makes the play. So 1 down, Yahali Gonzalez coming up. Struck out, flew out. Indians trying to get anything they can going here. Just 2 over the minimum so far for Cortez. No traffic for Canyons other than a walk from Jimenez and a single from Grace Diaz. They have had a runner in scoring position exactly once. That's when Diaz was out at second after Alexia Mejia moved her over on a sacrifice bunt. Since then, Canyons has not even had a base runner. It's 13 in a row set down here. Gonzalez behind in the count 1-2. Cortez spins the ball on her hip as we wait on the 1-2 offering. Gonzalez chases outside the zone. 2 away, and here's Brooke Petretti, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out to left field. Cortez just loses that one low. Petretti lifts this one in the air towards left center field, but Fontella with a great jump on it will make the play. $15 in a row sent down. We go to the 7th. Pitcher's duel on our hands, a 1-0 game in favor of Cerritos.
Can I get it mic'd away? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get a free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Vasquez, Gonzalez, and Encarnacion scheduled here for Cerritos. They look to try and add to a 1-0 lead. Top half of the last here for the Falcons. Vasquez reached on an error and flew out to center field. Off speed for a strike from Akana Gonzalez to start us off here in the 7th inning. Another good pitch underneath the hands, but just misses down and in. This ball lifted down the line and right. It'll get foul. And so it'll take it to 1-2. Akana Gonzalez, other than the 3rd inning, has been outstanding. Has battled Cortez here. But the single to Gonzalez to start off the 3rd, who was then caught stealing, then gave up a double to Encarnacion. And Marley Cortez had a base hit. Ana Cardenas had a single to drive home a run. That's the difference so far. 2-2. Gonna get out of play off to the left. This ball hit towards Diaz in right. Sharply on a line, Diaz able to find it and make the play. So Vasquez retired. And Savannah Gonzalez, who's singled and flown out to center field, steps in. Spinner misses down from Gonzalez. Another spinner missing down. Top of the zone, strike called, this time to Gonzalez. From Akana Gonzalez. So the Gonzalez battle here. 2-1, just misses down. Zone seems to have moved up a little bit here. It's a walk issued by Akana Gonzalez, just the 2nd walk she's issued today. Savannah Gonzalez aboard. Remember, Gonzalez can run. 11 of 12 on the bases after she was cut down stealing back in the 3rd. Opens up the playbook here for Cody Murray. Another good throw, and again, Savannah Gonzalez cut down. 2nd time. Leone Lopez has cut her down. So for a team that hadn't thrown out a base runner all season coming into today, Canyons with 2 runners cut down stealing. Twice Savannah Gonzalez, who before today was perfect on the bases, and all of a sudden we've got 2 away and a 2-0 count here to Encarnacion, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. So Connie Gonzalez has lost the zone a little bit here. So we go back to Marley Cortez, who swings at the first pitch and lifts it into shallow center field. Easy play for Krista Vierk. So a couple of walks, neither hurt Akane Gonzalez as they cut down Savannah Gonzalez. Canyons with their last opportunity to try and tie the ball game, trailing 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Canyons without a hit in their last 15 at-bats will send the heart of the order to the plate here in the 7th. And Jimenez, Vierik, and Diaz. Diaz the only hit in the ball game. Jimenez the only other base runner. A walk back in the 1st. Outside of that, Tatiana Cortez has been untouchable. Nobody has really even squared the ball up hard, except for Grace Diaz a couple of times. Vanoli did in the 6th to end the 6th. Or excuse me, Petretti did to end the 6th. Nice play from Fontella. Canyons needs to find something here. Jimenez 0 for 1. Popped out to second in her only at bat and walked back in the 1st. Canyons at this point just looking for base runners, try and get something going. You're down to your final 3 outs. Jimenez smokes this one down to left center field. That'll get back to the wall. Jimenez around to second. She's in with a leadoff stand-up double. And it was only a matter of time until Janice Jimenez found a way. 3rd at bat through here against Cortez. And now Canyons with a leadoff runner aboard in scoring position with Krista Vierik up there trying to tie this ball game up at 1 at the very least. So now you got 3 opportunities to do it. Vierik popped out and grounded to second. She swings at the first pitch, lines it to center. That'll get down for a base hit. Back-to-back hits for Canyons. Runners on the corners. The Cougars are in business here in the 7th as Vierik squares one up. And now Grace Diaz, who's hit the ball hard twice, is 1 for 2. And the playbook wide open for Canyons to try and at least steal the tying run. Diaz a single and a fly, or a line. It's a fly ball to center, but she hit it hard on a line out to the center fielder Fontella. Takes the first pitch. Vierik going to be able to take second base as Canyons tried to steal a run. Instead, they'll put runners on first and second here. Or excuse me, second and third here. And now a base hit potentially for Diaz can end the ball game. Canyons with a chance to try and walk it off here in the 7th now. 3 opportunities to get at least a run. With a run just 60 feet away. Diaz takes a strike. Big spot here for Grace Diaz. Freshman out of Clovis. Waits on a 1-1. Swings and misses on a good off-speed pitch. And now it's a 1-2 count here. As Diaz hits this one in the air to right field, might be trouble. Play is made by Gonzalez. Jimenez tagging. She's in, and we are tied at 1 here in the 7th. So Canyons gets 1 on a sacrifice fly ball from Grace Diaz. And now Alexia Mejia, the scheduled hitter, but Canyons looks like they're going to go with a pinch hitter here. I believe it'll be Avery Alvarez in to hit. As now the game-winning run at second base. So Avery Alvarez will get the opportunity here. Alvarez, a 200 hitter on the season. Takes the first pitch down. Alvarez, a home run against Glendale on the 20th. 5 hits and 25 at bats. Chance here to try and walk it off for Canyons in the 7th. She's got a 1-0 count. Takes a called strike. Alvarez pinch hitting here in the 7th. Has a 2-1 count. Cortez, who was untouchable through 6 just about, gives in here in the 7th for 1, and now is in danger of walking the pinch hitter Alvarez. Canyons started it off with the Janice Jimenez double in the 7th. Vierik's single put runners at first and third, and then a sacrifice fly ball from Grace Diaz brought home Jimenez. 3-1 pitch. Alvarez, big hack, swings and misses. Cortez needing a big punch out here with the runner at second base. Mena waiting for an opportunity in the on-deck circle as well. We go with a 3-2 offering. That one gets away from the catcher. Alvarez going to move towards first. They will cut her down. Vierik reading ball away from the catcher, Nahira, moves up to third. And now with 2 away, Canyons with a run, the game-winning run, just 60 feet away. 2 down for Isabel Mena, who struck out twice so far today. A base hit wins the ball game as Vierik stands at third. Anything less and we go to extra innings. Cody Murray going to pop her head out of the dugout here. Go talk to Cortez. So Cortez had retired 15 in a row before the start of the 7th. Gave up the double to Jimenez. Single to Vieira, a sacrifice fly from Diaz. Got Alvarez here in the 7th. And it's behind 1-0 here to Mena. Make it 2-0. Wind kind of blowing out a little bit towards left center field. Mena just needing a base hit, takes a strike. That was probably the pitch for Mena. But let it go on a 2-0 count. Now waits on a 2-1 delivery. That one down in the dirt. So 3-1 here. And it's a walk instead to Mena, as Cortez very careful with her, despite having struck her out twice in the ball game. So now we've got runners on the corners. Akane Gonzalez coming here. I would not be shocked to see John Wismath run for Mena. Potentially try and steal something here. And there he is, he's gonna call timeout. So they're going to run for Mena here. Paige Picor going to pinch run. Akane Gonzalez stays at the plate, 0 for 2 with a pop out on the infield twice. And I would imagine Paige Picor going to be moving here on the first pitch. That went in for a strike. Picor down to second. That run doesn't matter at this point. At the very least, it takes away a force out for the infield. Gonzalez behind in the count, 0-1. Cortez back to deliver. Gonzalez pops it up on the infield. That'll end the threat. Canyons gets one. They tie the game. We go to extras here from Whitten Field. We go to the 8th inning. 2-3-4 coming up here for Cerritos. Cardenas, Fontella, and Najera. Sakana Gonzalez needs to lock back in here. She pitches an extra innings. First pitch in for a strike. Canyons with 1 in the 7th to tie it up. Cerritos' only run came back in the 3rd. Cardenas had the base hit to drive in the run. She tries to get something started for the Falcons here in the 8th. It's this one right back up the middle. Cardenas with a solid single. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Falcons in the 8th. Fontella 0 for 3 will step in. Popped out twice on the infield and flew out to center field. See if Cardenas is in motion. Stays put. First pitch from Gonzalez in for a strike. Cardenas 2 for 2 on the bases so far this season. Moves, bunt, good bunt. Only play for Mejia out in first base. So a perfectly executed sacrifice bunt for Cerritos. As Fontella gives herself up, Najera was 0 for 3 with a couple of flyouts to right and a strikeout. Stands in with the go-ahead run now out at second base. Canyons had an opportunity to walk it off in the 7th with 2 on and nobody out. Only were able to pick up 1. Cerritos now with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. This ball hit towards second. Vanoli has to let it fall. Makes the play. Runner not able to advance here in Cardenas. So 2 away for Cerritos here in their half of the 8th. Zarate is 1 for 3, will step in. Singled and flew twice to right field. Looking ahead for the bottom half for Canyons, Vanoli, Gonzalez, Petrete, the scheduled hitters. First pitch swinging, that's a base hit out near left center field. Cerritos is gonna pick up the go-ahead run as it's a stand-up RBI double for Zarate on the first pitch. And the Falcons regain the lead here in the 8th. And they'll pinch run here for Zarate. Mariano Bailan will come in. They're also going to pinch it for Carissa Maya here. So Sienna Contreras, who is a .278 hitter on the season, steps in. With 2 away, and another insurance run out there at second base after the double from Zarate. Bailon now running at second. Contreras just 5 for 18 on the year. Takes that pitch away. This ball lifted in the air, gonna be trouble. Vierik not gonna be able to get there. And another run gonna come home on a looping single from Contreras. They'll pinch run here. Amaya will re-enter. So Gonzalez gives up 2 here in the 8th after Canyon's got 1 in the 7th to tie the game back up. And now she faces Val Vasquez. That one landed just the last one from Contreras landing just in front of Vierik. Not much she could do to get there. As this ball ripped out to left and deep. That ball is gone. Val Vasquez, a 2-run home run. Her 4th of the year. And the Cerritos offense has come alive here in the 8th. To the tune of 4 runs on 4 hits. And so a game that Canyons have the opportunity to try and come away with. The bottom half of the 7th now has fallen apart here in the 8th. Savannah Gonzalez stands in. Singled walk and flew out. Been thrown out twice trying to steal. And now for Canyons, Akana Gonzalez, she'd like her to just get the Cougars back into hit. This one in foul territory down the right side. So this ball lifted in the air towards straightaway center field. Vierik going back will make the catch. But the damage done. A 4-run 8th inning for Cerritos. The big one, a 2-run home run from Val Vasquez, her 4th of the year. All of a sudden, Canyons finds themselves chasing 4. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cougars needing 4 to try and extend the game further. For Canyons, it'll be 9-1-2. Vanoli, Gonzalez, Petretti. The trio so far today, hitless. 8 at-bats against Tatiana Cortez, who's trying to finish off another complete game. This one a bonus complete game for Cortez, should she be able to finish it off. Outside of the 7th inning, really, Canyons did not do anything. But the double from Jimenez, the single from Vierik, and the sac fly from Diaz. Diaz is the only one for Canyons that's really been right on Cortez the whole day. She hit the ball pretty well 3 times. Now Vanoli, who popped out to the pitcher trying to bunt in the 6th and struck out in the 3rd, steps in. As the wind has all of a sudden started to rear its head. First pitch to Vanoli, in for a strike. The breeze showed up for a minute there. Looks like it's going to dissipate a touch. One count here to Vanoli. He swings and pops it up. He'll get out of play off to the left. Here comes the 1-2 from Cortez. Popped up, playable on the infield. Encarnacion there to make the catch. So Canyons down to their final 2 outs. Here's Jahali Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3. Couple of strikeouts and a fly ball to left. Gonzalez, first pitch swinging, hits it in the air. But playable for Fontella in center, who was right on it, 2 away, quickly here. Now Canyons needing a 2-out rally to the tune of 4 runs to try and extend this game here in the 8th inning. Brooke Petretti, who's 0 for 3, struck out and flew out twice. Steps in to face Cortez, who delivers the first pitch of the at-bat, in for a called strike on a spinner on the outside corner. A 1 offering from Cortez. Changeup misses up. Cortez's 1-1 hit to the right side and stabbed by Vasquez in the air, and that'll end the ball game. A 4-run 8th inning for Cerritos is enough, as Tatiana Cortez goes the full amount. She gets the win. Akane Gonzalez picks up the loss. That'll do it for us here. Cerritos 5 runs on 9 hits. They left 6 on. And no errors in the ball game. Canyons, 1 run on just 3 hits, 1 error, and they left 4 on. As we said, Cortez picks up the win. Akane Gonzalez picks up the loss. Game time for this one, finishing out at 2:02. So a 2-hour and 5-minute game. We'll be back in about a half hour. We'll switch over the stream to the other one. Game number 2 on the other side as we switch streams. Thank you for joining us on this one. See you on stream for the doubleheader game 2 coming up here in a few minutes.